Would you like to see some autumn sewing plans that I have? Very ambitious, but stay tuned and I'd love to talk about them with you. Thanks for tuning into the Dahlia Society. My name's Kristen, if we haven't met before, and I have a channel here all about sewing your own wardrobe, fabric and pattern inspiration, new indie patterns. I love sitting out here in my garden. As you'll see today, the weather is perfect. We've had the most gorgeous autumn day. Low 20s, no wind, no rain, just that beautiful sunshine and that nice crisp morning air. It's just my favorite time of year. And I love how the garden's had a refresh. So everything has been watered nicely by the rain. It's nice and green here. And I've been busily doing housework all morning. I actually had the whole weekend planned to do sewing. If you're like me, you want to try and get everything out of the way so you don't have that guilt feeling. I know you're busy working like I've been and you just leave the housework. It's so boring, but things pile up. And I've just had a really busy morning. Not spring cleaning, but autumn cleaning. So I got the washing all dry and I thought, you know what, that's it now. I've done a bit of a workout. I'm going to dedicate the rest of the weekend to sewing up some beautiful things, because if I don't do it, something always pushes its way in front. And we all know how important it is for self-care, for a bit of creativity, especially when you have some beautiful fabrics in the stash calling your name. Now, all of these fabrics I'm talking about today are in our store, thedahliasewciety.au. I will link the website below. Most of you already know that we have an online store here in Australia, but we do send overseas as well. One thing I did do today was a bit of a wardrobe clean out, and a lot of people will say to me, you must have so many clothes. Yes, I do have a lot of clothes, but once a year I do a big clean out. I've actually got 3 huge bags full of things that I'm passing on to a very dear friend of mine who I've known since 3-year-old kinder. I think we've known each other, 3-year-old kinder. We've both been in each other's weddings over the years, and we've had kids grow up together. It's been a long, long journey. We're still best buddies. I consider myself very lucky to have had a bestie for 50 years, and she loves having my hand-me-downs. And I have to make the room, because part of the job I have to sew and inspire with clothing is that I have to let go of things, and some things I can't let go of. There's certain things in the wardrobe. I actually should do a vlog about this one day and show you the things that I can never let go of, whether it is maybe a sentimental sew. There's something I've sewn, once that was one of my first closet core makes, and I think I would have made that in maybe 2013. I think it was a Charlie dress. And I was so thrilled with the way it looked. And someone once told me it looked like a designer dress. And it's something I'll never get rid of, because it probably doesn't fit me too good anymore. But it's just something really special to me. There's another thing that I've made, another dress for my 50th that I love. I just wore that recently. There's another dress that I made for Christmas a couple of years ago. There's certain things there that, whether it's the fabric or the pattern or a sentimental feeling, that I will never let go of them. But there are so many things that I've sort of passed on to my good friend Alana, and I've just noticed that there's certain, look, I've never had my colours done. I was from vintage, working in retail in the late 80s when working for Suzanne, and every second customer would come into the store with a swatch book and open it up. And I've got to tell you, to be working in retail, it was a dreaded feeling, because you knew that you're going to have a hard time finding anything in that swatch book. A lot of people were so pedantic about sticking to their exact colour palette. They wouldn't deviate. So it was very hard. And you'd see these customers going from store to store to store and really having a hard time, because they were so dedicated to sticking to their exact colour palette. So I swore I would never do that. I only wear things that I feel good in. I wear things that I love. I don't mind whatever colour that is. If it doesn't, if someone says that doesn't suit you, but it makes me feel good, I will still wear it. But I have to say, I kind of know the colours I gravitate towards and the things that I feel best in. And my things that I feel best in would be earthy colours. I've seen all the colours done many times on YouTube. A lot of people have loved having it done. But I particularly like dual tone colours and earthy colours, and I know exactly what I love and then what I don't love. I'm not a huge pastel lover or cool toned person, so I like a more vibrant, more warm colour, but I really am embracing lighter toned background colours or prints. But one thing I noticed, a lot of things that I ended up moving on were things that were like bright lolly pinks or pastel pinks. A lot of pink I've decided is not what I feel great in. And I have had people tell me I look great in pink, but I feel it's not one of my favourite colours. And same thing maybe with a pastel blue, but I love an ink blue or a navy blue. But it depends. If there's a pastel blue and it's got a vibrant colour in there like a red, which I love red, I am very partial to red, I will wear it. So I'm not that strict on myself. I just know what I feel good in and what I don't. So I have to say a lot of the things that were put in those bags had lots of pink in it. So for some reason maybe it's the autumn, embracing the autumn colours at the moment. But yeah, I just know what I feel good in. I love greens. You wear a lot of greens. I love the colour of the year, which is that chocolatey colour at the moment, the rusts. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how you tend to feel, you know what you feel good in, and then when someone tells you look good in it, and it sort of validates it, doesn't it? But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with having your colours done? And if you have, has it helped you a lot, or has it hindered you when you've looked for fabrics or gone shopping for clothing? I know a lot of people haven't had the confidence to choose their own colours themselves, so it's given them a confidence boost. But for me particularly, I find that I already know what I feel good in and I know what I like. So I don't feel the need to have my colours done. But it is on the trend at the moment. Everyone's having their colours done again, and it does come in and out through the years. You'll see especially now on social media, you'll see it's everywhere. But it's interesting. But I don't know. I don't feel I'm 100% dedicated that much to following what someone else's opinion is. Another person has told me what they think, because opinions can differ. A lot of people may have a different opinion on what looks good on you and you on them. So yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Now, what I'm wearing today, this is the Lori blouse from the new Italia Jupe collection. This Lori blouse, I have another lot of them coming. They should be here by Monday this week, because this blouse was a real good seller. It sold out twice on us, which was fabulous, but lovely kind of drop shoulder blouse. And this is the cotton from their collection, this really stunning cream-based, very vibrant, very 70s. I love blouses at the moment, so really enjoying wearing this one. I've worn it heaps already. When I had the opportunity to get this beautiful quilted cotton from Cuzette in France, I knew it was one that was going to be a staple in the wardrobe, but I had a couple of ideas in mind what I wanted to do with it. I have had quilted jackets in the past, and I have been tied to things that have been prints and lots of colours, and found that I haven't worn them enough. So I wanted to make a plain coloured quilted jacket. But the good thing about this is it's got the black or charcoal on the inside as well, which is fabulous. So this colour will go with a lot. And looking at my wardrobe today, I looked at anything I had a lot of prints. This colour is a real good staple colour. So it's a real nice mockery kind of brown. Now I have a few options for this. One of them is a jacket from Charcude, which is a French designer. We're getting more of her patterns in. We have sold out of a lot of them, but they are due to come in the next couple of weeks. But the one jacket I love is the Silo jacket. And it's a really lovely quilted jacket. It's got nice princess seams throughout it, not too bulky. I wanted something a bit more neat fitting. And by the look of it, you only need 1.4 to 1.6. I think I'll be on the 1.6 end because I'm over a size 42. So I think if you're under a 42, it's 1.4. So it doesn't take a lot of fabric. One thing I do need to get is some more bias binding to match. But I have seen the lovely ladies at Cuzette have done this in a really lovely vest with a gorgeous kind of striped beige and black stripe trim, which looks really nice as well, but definitely could do it with black binding, would work really well. So the Silo is one that I would love to look at making, but I have got a little list here of different quilted things that I have seen that I've really been keen to make. And you'll know there are so many quilted jackets and vests out there. I was actually thinking about a vest might be an idea, because there is the Irma Body Warmer by Fibre Mood, which is a really nice kind of wraparound style vest with an extended shoulder and a belt. I'm just concerned it might look a bit bulky with a tie for me, so it might be one I will end up leaving, but I think it would be really smart on. I just don't think it'll suit me as much with that bulk around the middle, but It is really smart. The other ones I've noticed, of course, everyone knows the Helen's Closet Wildwood jacket and vest is another great looking pattern. I love the fact that it's a nice long line looking jacket as well. You can make it in a couple of different lengths. There's the Megan Nielsen Hovia, which has been such a popular quilted jacket. Last couple of years, we've sold so many Hovias. There is also the curvier size range in the Hovia as well. And I love the fact that you've got the crop options. There's a lot of different options with the Hovia. You can really make it different with little ties on the front as well. One I love the look of course, is a UK designer called Sew Girl. And Fiona from Sew Girl has some beautiful patterns. And I love the look of the BB, and which is a lovely quilted style jacket, and there's also the Gertrude Gillet. I think that would be amazing on as well. So there's so many options when you start looking, isn't there? There's also the Merchant and Mills Sandhurst, which has been a very popular quilted jacket in our store. Lovely little either cropped or long line quilted jacket. I love the look of the So Different Kusama jacket, which I really like this design because of the shorter crop sleeves. And that's one thing I'll find that if I have jackets and coats in the wardrobe that have those crop or half-length sleeves, I get so much wear out of them because I don't really like long line. Now, of course, here in Australia, we don't get that cold. I know everyone complains about Melbourne weather, but we really get a day under 10 degrees here. And everyone complains, but to me, that's fine if you layer up. And I like layering with that kind of sleeve length. I know a lot of you in the Northern Hemisphere are going to laugh at that because, yes, people do complain about Melbourne weather being cold because we are one of the colder states. But, yeah, we really get under 10 degrees. But it's nice to have something with that option to do some layering. There's also a really great looking quilted jacket called the Matchy Matchy Homebody, which is a quilted long line coat as well. I think that one can be done in a vest too. I love the look of the I Am Hathor as well. I Am Patterns have such a great selection of patterns, and I think the Hathor can be made in either a quilted fabric or in a cord or Sherpa lined, which is fabulous. So that looks like a really nice pattern. I think their paper patterns go to a 46 and their PDF go to 52. So there's not as big a size range on those, but it is a really great, they have some fabulous patterns, I Am Patterns, and they are from France as well. Another pattern company that I absolutely love the look of, I've actually purchased some of her patterns in the past and haven't made them up yet, but every time I go on her website, I'm so inspired by her beautiful makes and her gorgeous fabrics, and just, I love how she uses her mum as well for a lot of her pics. It really is a gorgeous looking array of patterns, and this is Apolline Patterns in France as well. She has made the Jaipur vest, which is done in block prints, and she's got some beautiful princess seam and Hong Kong finishes as well. And that little jacket looks fabulous. That can be made in a vest as well. So I have got a lot of thinking to do what way I want to go, whether I want to go a vest or a jacket. Haven't made my mind up yet, but I have to narrow it down, and I've given myself way, way too many options there. Now, the new pattern release from Sew House 7, the Revel Topper, I have decided I would love to make this gorgeous My Dress Made Mara. It's a really lovely flamed viscose. Sadly, we haven't got any at the moment, but we have got some on the way from France the next week or so. I managed to steal myself some of the last slot we had because I think we've had it in a couple of times now and it has just flown out the door with good reason. It is such a lovely, substantial viscose. And I'm going to show you up close what I mean about the flamed look. It's kind of got a really lovely texture and weight. So that one I think would look amazing in the Revel Topper. I haven't decided what length sleeve. I may go for the longer one, but there's 3 different length sleeves. It's a really lovely top for showing off a statement print, but it's a statement on its own because of that amazing sleeve. It is great for wearing with high-waisted jeans, and I have got a couple of new pairs of high-waisted jeans. I think that this will look amazing. I think it'll go really nicely with that cousette, don't you think? I'm putting a lot of thought into what I make this year, all being cohesive, because sometimes, look, it's very hard working with fabrics when you have a store is just everything looks amazing and you want a piece of everything because it's just so beautiful and all the vibrant prints. I would love to have a nice cohesive wardrobe this year so I can mix and match everything. But I think that would be an amazing little partnership, those two, with some high-waisted jeans and very wearable. And I think Sew House 7 has just released a sew-along for the Revel Topper, so that would be wonderful to look at as well. The next thing I've got planned to make is the Fiber Mood India. Now, I'm going to make the India firstly in the top. I'm going to see how I feel in it because I have got plans to make it in a dress. It does use quite a lot of fabric for the dress because it has got almost a circle skirt, so it uses quite a lot of fabric. But I really love the design of this, especially the neck. It has a really gorgeous, like a boat neck with a tie at the front, a really gorgeous sleeve, like a balloon sleeve, and a neat kind of fitting around the body, but more of a crop style blouse, so you can wear it with high-waisted jeans. And then the dress, if you want to make the dress version, has that nice circle style skirt with a tie. So definitely think about going for something drapey with that skirt because it's going to take quite a bit of fabric. But I'm going to firstly make it in a blouse, and I'm going to use this gorgeous Madame Iris leopard print. Leopard print again, but a bit different, more of a rusty tone. I think it's called a Kio, this one. And the Madame Iris collection, the Jungle collection, the prints are all amazing. They all mix and match together, but they're all a bit different. You've got the, the animal print, you've got the leopard print, you've got the snake skin almost. So it's all very, very sort of earthy toned and very subdued, but really makes an impact when you have a statement style blouse. So that one has an amazing drape as well. That's going to be a beautiful India. I looked at a lot of pics on the Fiber Mood website, and they usually show you people that have made patterns before, how they come up. Always good to see them on different body shapes and different ages, different people, different short and tall. And one thing I noticed is it's quite roomy looking around the shoulders. And as you all know, I've told you before that I have more of a drop shoulder. A regular size is around a 44, but this pattern has small, medium, large, extra large. So I decided to cut out. I looked at the finished garment measurements, and I decided to cut at the medium around the shoulders and neck, the large in the body, and then the sleeves, and then around the waist I've done the extra large because it looks quite neat around the waist. So I'm going to make this first in the blouse, see how it comes up, and then if I'm happy with the fit of it, and that's the magic of grading, isn't it? So if I'm happy with the fit of it, I'm going to make it into a dress. So I'll show you the fabric that I have picked out hopefully for the dress. And I can imagine this beautiful Atelier Jupe fabric, which again has sold out. I took the last piece of this. I felt really guilty. Had the second lot of these fabrics in. We had so many people on the wait list. And when it went quiet for a couple of days, I decided to take that piece myself. But if you love it and you missed out, we do have a last bulk coming in the May delivery, which will be their other high summer collection. I've decided to sneak in a piece, one more bolt of that we were very lucky to get. So yeah, the Atelier Jupe fabrics are just so popular, and with good reason, because look at this amazing print. The colors are very me, and I have got a really nice pair of tan boots that I think will match perfectly with that. And I just thought, I always make shirt dresses. I didn't want to interrupt the pattern, the print too much with buttons and things, collars and things like that. So I think that India, with that beautiful full skirt with a lot of drape in it, and that nice sort of tie neck, should look really nice in this. But I definitely want to make the blouse first to make sure I like the fit of it, and I'm happy to go ahead with that because it does use quite a bit of fabric. I just think that would be an amazing dress for heading into autumn, winter. So wish me luck. So that would be on the cards very shortly. Now, I was really excited to see that Friday Pattern Company had launched their expansion pack for their sleeves for the Donny shirt. Fantastic pattern. Haven't made the Donny before. I highly recommend it. I think next time I will definitely size up around the middle because it's not hugely oversized. It fit me really nicely on the shoulders and the bust, but I would say I would like a little bit of extra room in the waist. So I'm going to size up, but I would love to do the long sleeve version. And I've decided to go for, I think this might be used for the Donny. Unless I love the India, I might have to make another one. But I love this gorgeous fabric Godmother rune print, which is a really lovely indigo and burgundy. Has all these little mystical suns and little snakes and moons and diamonds and palm leaves, and just incredible. And I think that would make an amazing Donny shirt with the expansion sleeve. Again, for wearing with a high-waisted stretchy pair of jeans or maybe a denim skirt. I think that would look incredible. And what a lovely fabric. This is a viscose twill, so a really nice weight for heading into autumn, winter. And I've got a cardigan in a navy and burgundy I can wear with it as well. I've got a navy suede little jacket I can wear. I'm trying to make sure what I choose. I've got lots of things to layer it with. But a nice indigo pair of denim jeans would look amazing with this. So that one hopefully will be the Donny. with that long sleeve expansion. I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes up because I really love that pattern on. Now, this is another piece of fabric that I've had cut and put aside and with a plan in mind, and that would be the Zalia dress from Style Arc. I've had so many people rave about this pattern and just say how much they love it, and everyone I've seen it on looks incredible, especially Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie, over in the US. If you haven't followed Stephanie's YouTube channel, I'll link it here, but I just think this dress looked amazing on her, and she put a pic up on Instagram of her in it last year, and ever since then I've been smitten with it, and I think it would look amazing again with some boots. I've got a few pairs of boots. I've got a really nice beigey colour pair of scrunchy style longer boots I think would look really nice, and leather boots. But yeah, I think that would look really cute, and it's one that I'm tossing up whether to make in the blouse format or the dress, and I kind of think a dress might be nice in that, like a swishy little shorter length dress of knee length. I like the V-neck version. I think I'm going to go for that, but that is definitely one on the cards. I think that, again, the My Dress Made Melora, which is, again, that flamed viscose. It's such beautiful fabric, and I think that one is a really lovely colour palette with the cobalt blue and the tan and the cream. So that will be hopefully the Style Arc dress, which, yeah, I'm really looking forward to making the Zalia, and that sleeve is incredible. And lastly, I have a beautiful piece, or this is one of the pieces, of this gorgeous Miss Moresby fabric, which is the Conservatory gorgeous cotton linen fabric. I'm going to be making a pattern from Tilly and the Buttons, but I cannot tell you what it is because it is a secret. Coming out in the next couple of weeks. You're going to hear all about it. But I would love to try this pattern. I can't tell you anything about the pattern, but I would love to make this fabric in the new pattern. So you'll have to wait and see. It's a bit of a secret. But yeah, how exciting is it when new patterns from Tilly and the Buttons come out? They have such a lot of hype surrounding them. But I really, really love the Nell dress, and even the long sleeve version in the Nell dress could be a contender for that as well. So I haven't made the Nell, and everyone I've spoken to has said how wonderful it is. So I know that there's a long sleeve version in that one as well. I actually am really excited to be getting a lot of denims and corduroys in the store because I would love to try the Aspen dress from Fabric Godmother. I've spoken before about how I feel like there's way too much fabric around the middle for me, but I have seen Josie from Fabric Godmother the other day on her Instagram post wearing a denim one and looked really fitted. I think she sized down quite a bit and got that quite fitted around the middle, and then the bunching or the gathering of the denim was quite minimal. So I think that if I do a bit of tweaking before I go ahead and make it, it might end up being what I'm after, because I've been looking and looking and looking for a zip front dress that is to my liking. I'm waiting for Style Arc, hopefully, fingers crossed, Style Arc may bring a zip front denim dress pattern out, because they usually do. They're fairly on trend with all their new designs. They bring out new designs all the time. So whether I'll wait and see what they've done, that's another option. There's also that McCall's 8553 pattern. But I always find that I have to do so much tweaking with the big four patterns, especially with sizing. I can't seem to get their sizing right. They're always very oversized on me. But anything can be made with a bit of making twirls and, you know, a bit of mucking around to get the right fit, and that's what's important. But yeah, there's quite a few things. I have an image in my mind of a denim dress, and I have not found a pattern to suit what I've got this vision of. And I hate that because I spend so long trawling through the internet trying to find this elusive pattern. It's not even a matter of morphing patterns, you know, 3 or 4 patterns into one. I just haven't found anything that that matches this vision. But I did go out last week and I decided to try a few denim dresses on. Went into Target firstly, tried a denim dress on and absolutely hated it. There's a couple I tried on in there, and I found there was so much fabric around the middle, and by the time you had the big denim tie, it was just so much denim. It was way too heavy. I also went into Forever New, which was, I know it's a shop my daughters visit, and I tried a denim dress on in there, which was lovely on, but the waist, you know, they only got to a 16 in this particular dress, and the waist fitted me fine, but it just was a little bit, it wasn't enough giving it for me, and it sat a little bit at an awkward area on my waist. And, you know, it's funny, isn't it? If you don't go shopping very often for clothing and you're used to making your own garments, you really do tend to be very fussy and nitpick what you do and don't like, because you know you can do it better yourself. So I will not be buying a denim dress because I can't find, actually I did I did find a beautiful designer dress online. It was about $400, so I won't be buying it, but I thought it was just exquisite. It was from the label MOS. I'll put a pic up so you can see. It has amazing balloon sleeve. I'm not really after a balloon sleeve, but it just looks so incredible. It had all this incredible pin tucking through the middle. It had almost a Western style yoke, but it was just the most beautiful looking dress. But I will not be, spending almost $400 on a dress because I just won't wear it that much. But something like that would be incredible. I would just love to see a denim dress with not quite as much volume around the waist, or even more of a structured, almost pencil style skirt. I'm even thinking of the Montana midi dress style. Like the skirt on that is really lovely. There's only a tiny bit of gathering, or even the Hope dress. Has minimal gathering. That's just a really nice swishy dress without too much bunching. So whether I do a bit of Franken pattern morphing, we'll have to wait and see. But they are my very ambitious plans for autumn. Hopefully I'll get a few of those done in the next couple of weeks and have lots to show you. I'm going to be back here next week to show you the Dreamscape box. I'm sure a lot of you have already gone and watched Deb and Hayley with their unboxings, and thank you so much to those ladies. I know that I love watching them unboxing their boxes, and also the beautiful Catherine over in New Zealand did an unboxing, which was just amazing to watch. I love to see everyone's reaction. So I'm going to show you the dress that I made in that beautiful Dreamscape fabric, and it's a Starlark dress that I have heard so much hype about, and there is a good reason why, because it's a fabulous pattern. So I can't wait to show you all that make from the Dreamscape box. So up to some sewing. I hope you get that done. So take care, everyone. We'll see you all soon. Bye for now.